Hey, what's up? Good afternoon to all you wrestling fans. I'm the Godfather of Soul, Justin Lewis Fleming. I'm sorry I was a little late. I had a little insomnia today. Um, couldn't do the wrestling birthdays, wrestling history and pop culture for today. Because earlier this morning because I feel a little sleepy, so I'm gonna do it right now. But before I get do my little wrestling history, birthdays, and pop culture for today, for Saturday, June 4th, 2022, I'm gonna get a little rant I want to say. What rant I want to say about what I just heard about from uh what are these people just yeah, some wrestling um a little piece of little wrestling rants I gotta say before I do the wrestling birthdays, wrestling history, and pop culture for today. This is what I just heard. I just heard. I just heard that AEW is erasing MJF from the roster page. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. MJF erased from the MJF erased from the AEW. Was it because he knew he was probably going to go to WWE? Wow, that's unbelievable. Well, Tony Khan made a big mistake. My bunch I'm not a fan of MJF, but Tony Khan's made the worst mistake of his life. But did you know MJF's probably might go to WWE or something? I mean, that's just that's a shame. And what about and what and what else I just heard something about Thunder Rosa being frustrated with frustrated. I mean, Tony Khan needs to do something. Tony Khan needs to do something. I mean, he needs to do something with Thunder Rosa. She just won the AEW Women's title. And this is absolutely unbelievable, very unbelievable. Uh, man, Tony Khan better not be like Vince McMahon. I'm telling you, he better not. All merchant, I mean, all merchandise we're getting to AEW, all merchandise we're getting to MJF. And yeah, and in the official AEW official, the official the AEW official Twitter account to unfollow him on the platform. And the whole locker room is not happy with MJF and Tony Khan after Wednesday's time. So all along, MJF and Tony Khan were working together all along. What were they thinking? And what about and what? I mean, Thunder Rosa frustrated with AEW after an exclusive after revealed by what Culture Wrestling Sports that Thunder Rosa is not receiving much at TV as world champion has left her in frustrated with the position. Why in the world is Tony Khan treating her like this? Is he trying to be like Vince McMahon, like the way with Sasha Banks and Naomi became the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions? Thunder Rosa needs to push. Why is it because she's Hispanic or something? I mean, she why in the world would she didn't why in the world would Tony Khan not have her any opponent, any woman on the AEW roster, AEW women's roster to defend they have. Why in the world? Why in the world would they have? Would they not have any woman to face Thunder Rosa for the A for the A for the AEW women's title? That's just unfucking believable. And I do not blame Thunder Rosa. I do not blame Thunder Rosa. And what about I mean, what else? What else? What's this? I'll also hear about I hear me hearing that WWE is trying to make Lacey Evans go back to her sassy Southern heel gimmick and not go back to that U.S. Army gimmick, soldier gimmick she has. See, this just shows why WWE don't know what they're doing at all. They do not know what they're doing with this. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I mean, Vince and the creative team wouldn't know what they're doing with Lacey Evans. They don't know. She's gonna go back to her sassy Southern heel gimmick. Just watch. Just watch. She's gonna go back to her sassy Southern heel gimmick. She really is. And and what about CM Punk is injured for in Women's Forbidden Door, and him having dropping the AEW title to dropping having the AEW title vacant. And I mean the pay per view, this next pay per view, AEW Forbidden Door is happening, and they don't and Tony Khan doesn't have a good card. Tony Khan needs to come up with something. He better not be like Vince McMahon. He needs to do something to make Forbidden Door have high ratings, or else it'll have low ratings. You better come up with something. Tony Khan you better come up with something, or Forbidden Door will be be a terrible pay per view. Terrible pay per view tonight. In a few months, in a few days. Now let's skip all that and let me go to my wrestling history, birthdays, and pop culture for today, Saturday, May 4th, 2022. Here it goes. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. Today is a happy. Today's a happy 25th birthday to Rio from AEW, Japanese female wrestler and idol. And let's see. Today is also a happy 31st birthday to John Silver, better known by his ring name. His ring name. Yeah, I think John Silver. I believe John Silver of AEW of the AEW stable, the Dark Order. Yeah, that's it. That's his name. And today is also a happy 37th birthday to Pedro Jimenez, better known as Renan Corvus. And today is also a happy 40th birthday to Marie Kristen Gebert. She's a German pro wrestler and former professional powerlifter, shaman, bodybuilder, and mixed martial artist under ring names alpha male, and Jessica Burke. She is known on the independent scene where she has wrestled for World Wonder Ring Stardom and Impact Wrestling, which is formerly known as TNA. Today is also a happy 43rd birthday to Marie Evans, better than the ring name The Amazing Maria. Today's a happy 49th birthday to John Michael Watson, better known as ring name Mikey Ripwreck. Best known for his time in ECW and now currently working for AEW as a trainer. He's an American semi-retired pro wrestler, better known as his ring name Mikey Ripwreck. And today, one second. Today's a happy 50th birthday to Thor Von Zomsky from Bakersfield, California. And today is also a happy 66th birthday to Jody Simon, better known by his ring name Joe Malenko, American pharmacist and retired pro wrestler. He's the son of Boris Malenko and the older brother of Dean Malenko. And today, it also would have been a happy one second. Today would have been a happy 85th birthday to one of the all-time greats in WWE, Robert James Morella, better known by his ring name Gorilla Monsoon. A lot of his fans and a lot of friends in the WWE call him Gino, and God rest his soul. We all missed him. We all miss Gorilla Monsoon. His catchphrase, what he's always says about Bobby Cena, he would always say, "Will you stop?" Yep, God rest Bobby. God rest his soul. Gorilla Monsoon. And today also would have been a happy. Today would have been the 107th birthday to Robert Hans Herman, Bernard's running Hans Herman. He died on June 9th, 1980. He was born in Brookline, Massachusetts. So unknown what he died. Unknown what he died of and what place he died of. Now let's go to some wrestling history today. For June the 4th. On this day in 1932, in New York City, New York, Ed Strangler Lewis defeated Ralph Wilson. On this day in 1972, promoted by AWA in Minneapolis television, Ivan Koloff defeated Angel Rivera, Billy Robinson defeated George Kadowski, Ramon Torres defeated Rick Ferrara, The American Dream Dusty Rhodes defeated Joe Guzman, Vern Gagne defeated Bill Howard. On this day in 1972, promoted the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, now WWE World's Wrestling Entertainment, at North Dartmouth, Massachusetts at the Lincoln Park. Arnold Skaaland fought Joe Turco to a draw. El Olympico pinned Juan Caruso. George the Animal Steel defeated WWF/WWE Tag Team Champion Chief Jay Strongbow via countout. Pee Wee Williams and Frenchy Lamont defeated Joey Russell and the Hitty Kid in a best 2 out of 3 falls match 2-1. WWF/WWE Tag Team Champion Sonny King defeated the Black Demon. On this day in 1982, promoted the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE World's Wrestling Entertainment, in Taunton, Massachusetts. Women's champion, the Fabulous Moolah and Sherry Martel defeated Judy Martin and Penny Mitchell. Jimmy Superfly Snuka defeated Steve Harris. Tony Atlas defeated Sway Hansen. Blackjack Mulligan defeated Steve Travis. Ivan Putski defeated Greg Valentine. On this day in 1982, promoted the World Wrestling Federation on WWE World Wrestling Entertainment in North Swansea, New Hampshire. Johnny Ross defeated Lawrence Sochi. The Strongbow Boys defeated Jesse the Ventura and Charlie Fulton. Bob Orton Jr. defeated Tony Garea. And Andre Giant and Rick McGraw defeated WWE Tag Team Champions Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito via DQ. On this day in 1992, over 3,600 were in attendance in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada at the Metro Center for the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Jim Powers defeated the Brooklyn Brawler in 4 minutes with a power slam. Nails defeated Virgil via submission with a choke at 4 minutes. The Mountie defeated Sergeant Slaughter via DQ at 3 minutes when Slaughter shoved the referee. The Undertaker with Paul Bearer defeated Berserker. Huss! 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 With Mr. Fuji at 9 minutes with a tombstone after the bout. Fuji was tombstone. El Matador Tito Santana defeated Kato at 14 minutes with a flying forearm. The Legion of Doom defeated the Beverly Brothers at 12 minutes. Road Warrior Hawk pinned Blake with a Legion of Doom defeated the Beverly Brothers in 12 minutes. Road Warrior Hawk pinned Blake with a clothesline off the top. And the WWE Champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Kamala with Kimchi in 8 minutes with a roll-up. On this day in 1992, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, hey, I'm in Indiana right now. Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the Allen County War Coliseum, run by the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. It was originally scheduled to include the Ultimate Warrior and Kerry Von Erich, to Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich, but were both no-shows. All fans were offered refunds for the show had they have been advertising that the WWF champion, that the WWE champion Macho Man Randy Savage and the Nature Boy Ric Flair would be the main event of the show, which was a mistake. And because of the no-show of Warrior as well, that led to refunds being offered. It was announced to the crowd at the beginning of the show that if Warrior didn't appear, then a Battle Royal would replace this match, with Papa Shango instead. Rick DeMar Martel defeated the Native American Tatanka via countout in 18 minutes. Earthquake defeated WWE Tag Team Champion IRS with elbow drop. The match was originally scheduled as the Natural Disasters versus WWE Tag Team Champions Money Incorporated, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and IRS. Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Shawn Michaels with Sensational Sherry at 25 minutes. Crush defeated Skinner in 10 minutes. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, defeated Repo Man via the DQ. And Earthquake won the 10-man Battle Royal by last eliminating the Repo Man, IRS, and Skinner. Other participants included Rick DeMar Martel Tatanka, Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, Crush, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. On this day in 1992, at the middle school gym in Tazewell, Virginia, run by Smoky Rock Mountain Wrestling, Dixie Dynamite pinned Killer Kyle. Hector Guerrero defeated Buddy Landell via DQ. And Smoky Rock Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Brian Lee defeated the Dirty White Boy. The Batten Brothers defeated Jimmy Golden and Dutch Mantell. Robert Gibson and Tim Horner defeated Stan Lane and Tom Pritchard, brother of that piece of shit I Love You. Brother Love Bruce Pritchard kissing Vince McMahon's ass, booking and shit. And Robert Gibson won a Battle Royal. On this day in 2012, Monday Night Raw was live in Greensville, North Carolina. North Carolina, the hometown of Chad Henshaw, one of the members of the group I'm in. John's group, Gross Patel. I think it's Gross Patel Incorporated. Yeah. The commentators were Michael Cole and Jerry King Lawler. On the show, there were dark matches never shown. Richie Steamboat, the son of WWE Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, defeated JTG with a sunset bomb off the top. Jinder Mahal defeated Alex Roy via submission with a camel clutch. Jack Swagger pinned Zack Ryder. On the show, there was an in-ring segment between Michael Cole, John Cena, and John Laurinaitis. People power. John Laurinaitis killed kissing one of the Vince McMahon's stooges. Michael Cole was introduced in the ring, and he said there was one man responsible for the Big Show's actions, and that person is his guest right now, John Cena. Cole brought up that Big Show knocked out Cena twice in less than a 24-hour period, but that pales his contrast to what Show has done to countless others. It is all because Cena didn't stand up for the Big Show, instead made fun of John Laurinaitis. Cena said that it was ridiculous because while he didn't say anything that night, but he was about to get fired, get John Laurinaitis fired. Cole countered saying that no one knew if Show wouldn't have gotten his job back, and that it was because of Cena's ego that this all happened because Big Show did what he had to do to feed his family. Now he's teaching everyone a lesson, and that his Big Show is a 7-foot giant that no one can beat. Cena said he didn't turn his back on Big Show, and the only fact that the Big Show turned his back on everyone. Fact is that Big Show turned his back on everyone. Cole said that it is interesting, and he thinks Cena is jealous of Big Show, and he thinks Cena is overrated. Wow. Cole continued by saying that he hopes Big Show will take care of Cena at No Way Out 2012. Cole also reminds Cena that he cannot strike a commentator. John Laurinaitis then comes out and said that last week he let Big Show pick his opponent, so tonight Cena will able to do the same. John said that himself and the Big Show are off limits. Anyone else is fair game. Cena said this is the first good thing that he's ever done because tonight he will face Michael Cole. Then we go to a backstage segment between Michael Cole and John Laurinaitis. Michael Cole was backstage pleading with John Laurinaitis to not go through with the match between Cole and Cena tonight. John said there is a rumor everyone's job is being evaluated. Cole said no one wants to see Cena beat him up. John said that they do, and he needs to go back to ringside and do his job, and added that Cole needs to stop calling him Johnny, and then left Cole speechless. Then we go to a singles non-title match. Sheamus defeated Dolph Ziggler via pinfall. Sheamus won with a bro kick after the match. Sheamus celebrated on stage that Alberto Del Rio assaulted him from behind and locked his armbar as Sheamus hung from the stage. Then we go to a backstage segment. John Laurinaitis and David Otunga. John was looking for his coffee as David walked up to him. Otunga brought to him and says that on WWE.com that Mr. Man is coming back to Raw next week to give John Laurinaitis a job performance evaluation. Yeah, and right now Vince McMahon has brought John Laurinaitis back as having kissed his tail with and yeah, he and Vince are doing some of the stupidest booking right now in WWE as far as I'm concerned. Then we go to a singles match. Sin Cara defeated Hunico and Camacho via pinfall. Sin Cara won with a Mystica. Then we go to 2-on-1 handicap match. Ryback defeated Stan Stansky and Arthur Rosenberg via pinfall. Ryback won with the shell shock. Feed me more. Yeah, Ryback's becoming a piece of crap right now. And yeah, because of some terrible, cruel things he's saying about yeah, something's wrong with Ryback, man. He's lost it. Then we go to a singles match. There must be a winner. Kane defeated CM Punk via pinfall. Kane won with a chokeslam to hell. Daniel Bryan interfered, which led Kane hitting Punk with a chokeslam. After the match, AJ was checking on Punk. Kane stared at her, and she was initially being scared, smiled at him, which confused him and made him leave the ring. Then we go to a backstage segment with AJ Lee and Josh Matthews. AJ was walking backstage, and Josh stopped her and asked her to explain the look she gave Kane. AJ asked him what look, and she said she likes it when men look at her, and she tugged on his tie. She said he looks uncomfortable, then pulled him close and asked if he didn't like aggressive women. And then she does. Then she said she does, and finished off by saying that he just might be her type, and pushed him away and the walked away from then walked away from Josh. Then we go to a video package. Big Show talking about how his legacy until now he was being a clown. Now he can do whatever he wants. He isn't playing nice anymore. And it's now time. And now it's everyone's turn to feel his pain because he is an entertainer. He is a giant. Then we go to a tag team non-title match. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth defeated Tyler Reeks and Curtis Hawkins via pinfall. Kingston won with a Trouble Paradise on Hawkins. Singles. Then we go to a singles match. If Cena wins his match with Cole, will be no DQ. John Cena defeated Tensai with a pinfall. Cena won with the attitude adjustment. Before the match, John Laurinaitis came out and said that he always over delivers for people power. So if Cena can win this match, he will make his match against Cole be no DQ. Then we go to a singles match, no disqualifications. John Cena defeated Michael Cole via pinfall. Cena won with the attitude adjustment. Then we go to a dark match after the show went off the air after the taping. John Cena defeated John Laurinaitis, Big Show, and David Otunga in the handicap match by pinning Otunga after the show accidentally knocked out Otunga with a punch to the face. Now let's go to some pop culture history. We have some pop culture today. One second. Find the pop culture. 1 second. Find a little pop culture. One second. Waiting for it to load. Just waiting for it to load. Give me 1 second. Okay. Pop culture. From 40 years ago today. Some pop culture. Okay. On this day in 1982, about 4 films released in theaters nationwide. This one's not my this movie used to be my favorite movie when I was a kid, but it's not my favorite movie no more. Poltergeist was released in theaters nationwide. They're here. Yeah, I used to like that movie, but not no more, because it has that scene where that maggot chicken scene. I don't like that. I don't like that movie, that maggot chicken scene. That movie. I don't like Poltergeist. I used to like Poltergeist, but I don't like that movie no more. That little maggot chicken scene makes people lose their appetite. Ooh, disturbing. And another movie was released in theaters nationwide called Hanky Panky, starring the late Gene Wilder and the late Gilda Radner. They're the funniest Hollywood couple, in my opinion. May they rest in peace. And it was directed by the late Sidney Poitier. May God rest his soul as well. And another movie was released in theaters nationwide called The Chosen, starring Maximilian Schell, Rod Steiger, Robbie Benson, who did the voice of the Beast later in 1991's Disney hit Beauty and the Beast. And he's one of my favorite actors. I'm a real fan of Robbie Benson. He was became one of my favorite actors when I was little. Loved him in Beauty and the Beast when I was little. He even hosted. He even did free previews. He even hosted free previews for Disney Channel. I remember that when I watching him doing that when I was little. And another film was released in theaters nationwide. It was called Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, starring William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Ricardo Montalban, DeForest Kelley, James Doohan, George Takei, Nicole Nichols, Paul Winfield, and Kirstie Allen. And I'm thinking about that little cat, and it's also best known for as one of the greatest catchphrases from the movie, where William Shatner shouts, "Khan, Khan!" Yep, that's one of the best catchphrases. Best, one of the best catchphrases in movie history. Best. And so that's all I have to do for all of you. That's my little wrestling history and wrestling pop culture, wrestling history, wrestling birthdays and pop culture for today, Saturday, June the 4th, 2022. I'm the Godfather of Soul, Justin Lewis Fleming. I hope all of you enjoyed NXT's In Your House tonight. Let's see how this show is going to turn out. And I know that we all know that Hell in a Cell 2022 will not be good tomorrow night. I bet you it will not be good. It was going to be a shitty show tomorrow night. And I'm going to have a rant, big rant. I'm going to have to say about that tomorrow night. It's called Hell in the Shell 2022. Big rant on YouTube. So subscribe to the Soul Man Justin Lewis Fleming. Hit like, make, comment, video. And tomorrow morning, I will make my wrestling history, wrestling birthdays, pop culture, and sports for tomorrow for Sunday, June 5th, 2022, which is tomorrow. So I'll do that, make that video tomorrow. So hit like, make, comment, video, subscribe to me. Hope all of you have a good Saturday morning. It's 2:09 p.m. right now. It's a really nice day it's a really nice day. Real nice day where I am right now in Indianapolis. It's partly sunny. So have a good afternoon. Peace. I'm out of here.